Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be doing a bit of a layout update slash what are my plans for the layout going forth, because I've had a bit of a think about what I want to do with the layout this year and some of the changes that I want to make with it. So this video is going to be, I'm going to be talking about all those changes that I want to make, plus updating you guys on the plans for the layout going forth through this year. Now I realise that my previous few videos have been very exhibition heavy, although hopefully within the next few weeks and couple of months there should be lots of videos concerning this layout. So anyways, I've got a fair bit to talk about, so let's not waste any more time and let's jump right into it. Also, before we get started, I'd just like to say a big thanks to everyone who has subscribed to the channel, and if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button and click on the little notifications bell and press all. That way you don't miss out on any new videos that I release in the future. Now you can also follow me on my social media, so my Instagram, which is Nicholas_train_channel, that's all lowercase, and also I've got a Facebook page, Nicholas's Train Channel. I'll leave links to those in the description, so if you want to see some behind the scenes action, go follow me on there. Anyways, let's get into the subject of today's video. Alright, so the subject of today's video is going to be all about changes and also the renovation that I'll be doing to the layout. So I've been having a think about the layout lately and where I sort of want it to go and what I want to do with it, and I've also been thinking about the problems I've been having with the layout in terms of running trains and everything. So let me share with you what issues I've been having with the layout. Alright, so the first problem I've been having is the baseboards, specifically this board here, which has all of this scenery here. And one of the main problems I've been having with the baseboard is if I just zoom you out like that, as you can see, I don't know how well you can tell on camera, but in person it's actually sagging in the middle. So, and the problem with that is, as you can see, there's no bracing going along the width of the baseboard. Now if we just look underneath, you can see we have bracing going along the length. So we got these bits here and on that side as well. Then we got here and here, they go along the length. Now as you can also see, it is starting to sag going along the length. Not sure how well you can see that on camera. Perhaps if I go like that, not sure how well you can see it, but it is sagging in the middle. So a couple of things I want to do: get rid of these. So 1 and 2, put sufficient bracing along the width, going all the way down to the end, all the way down there, and also in the center there, along the length, I'm going to put another leg, similar to how I did that baseboard over there, which I'll get onto in a second. So that's one thing I want to do with this baseboard. Now I'm going to show you the problems I've been having with the other baseboard. Alright, so in terms of problems I've been having with this baseboard, which is the newer baseboard, the problems I've been having is, as you can see with these gaps here, if I just go all along here and then of course all the way along there, and it continues around the other side of the layout, as you can see this baseboard top is actually warping. Problem with this baseboard is it wasn't well built when we built it. So rather than having the screws come down from the top, when we built it, my dad and I, we had the screws going from underneath into the board. Now that's not the best way to do it. The best way would be to have the screw going from down like that into the support brace. So that's something I need to fix. But other than that, it's got sufficient bracing, as you can probably tell underneath. Oh, just zoomed out of focus there. There we go. So yeah, as you can see, it's got somewhat sufficient bracing, and it hasn't really bowed or sagged. It's just warped along where the bracing is. So some screws going down should be able to fix that. Alright, along with the baseboards, another problem I've been having is actually the track in the scenic area. So from about where the tunnel is, all the way along to just over there where my finger is, I've been having problems with the curvature. The curves, they're too tight, and locomotives such as my G-Class and carriages like the PLs and the W cars, they just derail. Well, I managed to fix the PL cars, but the W cars just derail on some of the curves, which is really frustrating. So, and because of that, I can't run those items of stock in locomotives because they just derail. So, another thing I'll be doing is I'll be ripping up the track all the way from over there to where the tunnel is on the other side and relaying it to a much better standard. So I've pretty much got everything I need to get started, so it's just a case of finding some time to do this rather large project. Now, another thing I'm going to do with the station area is, rather than having 4 tracks, as you can see, I'm just going to do it to 2 basically. That will allow for much smoother curves and also better running. Now, from going from 4 to 2 means I'll be sacrificing space to store like carriages and stuff. Although, if I just look over there, as you can see, plenty of space in the fiddle yard. So with the track that's left over and some of the points, I'll be able to make the fiddle yard a bit bigger so I can store rolling stock that I'm not running at the moment. So that's what I'll be doing with the station area. Now, the diesel depot, that's going to stay as is, not going to touch that, it runs fine. Now, these curves, again, way too tight. So I'm going to be relaying it from actually underneath the tunnel there, so around where the curve starts down there, it's all going to be relayed to there. Now I'll show you why I'm going to be relaying underneath the tunnel. Alright, so underneath the tunnel, these curves are super elevated, so don't know how well you can see, but oh yeah, there we go, here, there's shims of plasticard underneath, and that's caused a lot of derailments. So pretty much I'm going to be relaying it from where my finger is all the way to underneath the town scene. Now, what's that going to mean for this area? Now, this area I have a problem with, and I'll explain why. Alright, so a problem I have with this area is there's too much residential on the layout, not enough industrial. So obviously we got the town scene down there, we have the high street, and then we just got this small industrial area, and then we got this bit of residential here. So there's too much residential. So what my plan is with this area here is I'm going to take it all up, but I'm going to try and save all of this area here. So from about where the path is to about there, I'm going to see if I can get a knife underneath the foam, break the glue seal, and then lift it all up without damaging it. So I can use it as a diorama basically, because I do like it and it would be a shame to, you know, rip it all up. So if I can take it all up without breaking it, I can use it as a diorama. Now I will be losing this area here, but honestly I don't really mind, as I've got other areas, I've got other plans that I want to do for this area, and I'll get on to that in a minute. So that's what's going to happen with this area. There's, as I said, too much residential, not enough industry, because I want to have a good mix between industry and residential. So that's why I'm going to get rid of this area. Alright, so what are my plans for this area? Now, as I said, I'll be getting rid of it all, because in this area we're going to be adding a bit of industry. Specifically, we're going to be adding a grain silo. Now, I model the Victorian railways, and at least here in Victoria, Australia, grain transportation by rail is one of the biggest freight transportation, I suppose you could say. It's one of the biggest industries by rail, and was back then and still is today. So I've got a grain train, so I might as well have an industry to serve that. So the grain silo and loading area will be going all the way over here. Now, as for the two houses just there, I'll be getting rid of those, and that's basically just going to be a hill. Now, another thing I'll also be getting rid of, if I just zoom out, is the signal box. That's going to go. I don't know if you guys remember, very early on when I started YouTube, there used to be a level crossing here, but I got rid of that. Well, I'm now going to put a level crossing back, so there will be a level crossing there that will lead into the grain loading facility. So those are my plans for this area. Now, this hill will stay. That one there will have to be taken down, and I'll probably put a hill there or something similar. So that'll happen there, and basically I want to be able to do some shunting on this layout, because this layout was never designed with shunting in mind, and I would like to do a bit of shunting. So grain silo definitely be a good way to do a bit of shunting. So that's my plans for this area, and the industrial estate up in the corner there, that will be staying. Not really going to do much more to that, probably a bit more detail, but that's about it, as I'm pretty happy with it. So that's my plans for this area. So yeah, hopefully you guys like it. Alright, so just before we finish up the video, I'd just like to say a couple of things. So I'd just like to thank everyone who has subscribed to the channel and left nice comments. As of a couple of weeks ago now, or maybe months ago now, we reached 600 subscribers, so can't thank everyone enough for that. So it really does mean a lot to me. And in terms of videos that are coming out in the future, so I would like to do, obviously I'll be doing the layout renovation series that will be started in the next couple of weeks. So once I'm back from my holiday, I'll have a bit of time to get started on that. There's also a couple of rolling stock projects that I'll be getting started on. There's a guards van build that I'll be doing a video series on, as well as some more weathering videos, etc. So those will be coming out. And also, I don't think I've mentioned this, but I'm also a part of a model railway club, that one being the Australian Model Railway Association Victoria. So when I get the chance to, whenever I go down there next, I'll do some videos there of trains running around the layout. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, plenty of videos coming up in the future, as well as model railway videos. There'll also be, I want to get another Engines of V-Line video out, so this year, hopefully sometime. I work full time, so I really don't get a lot of time to make YouTube videos or work on the layout, so we'll see how we do with that. There's also a couple more exhibition videos that are going to come out, or hopefully I can attend them, and of course if I do I'll make videos. And I'm also going to try ride some steam rail tours and make some videos about those. So that's all going to come up in the future. So anyways, let's head to the outro. Alright, so that will be the end of today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Of course, if you have any feedback, leave it in the comments below. Of course, I would like to hear your feedback on what I've just talked about in today's video. And if you guys got any suggestions, by all means leave it in the comments. So anyways, I'll be back with another video which will be concerning the layout renovation. So part 1 should be out in the next few weeks. As I said, I work full time, so I really don't get a lot of time to make YouTube videos or work on the layout. So when I have a bit of time, I'll get a start on it. And of course, I'll update you guys on the progress. So anyways, you can follow me on my social medias, as I mentioned earlier in the video, which I'll leave a link to in the description. So if you want to see behind the scenes, check me out on there. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments. And of course, I'll see you all in my next video. Take care, stay safe, have a nice day. Bye everyone.